Guys, I got so much news. I am drenched in sweat right now. I just cleaned the bathroom here in Sügeltuten and I did the deep clean. The deep clean that hasn't been done in fucking ages, okay? But I got good news, guys. Here, let me show you some nice footage while I talk. Me and Daria really hit it off. It was basically just one big misunderstanding of basically lying to the both of us in text messages to kind of sabotage and confuse the two of us, telling me that she was in Nyborg and telling her that we couldn't go to the boat because there's not enough space there. But he didn't tell me that he had told her that. So I'm just assuming that she's gonna arrive, and she's just assuming that I know that there's only enough space for one person or maybe two in the boat. And that's not the case. That's just what he told her. Because for whatever reason, the dude is... I really like Yes. And this is like the first negative, like real, genuine negative experience outside of just waking up grumpy or, you know, not washing his plates or his glasses after him. You know, the small stuff that don't actually even piss me off. But... yeah, in any case, let's not talk more about that. Me and Daria, we talked all night, and then we started watching Miminos with Bogdan and two other Ukrainian young guys that he brought. I'm learning all the Ukrainian names. There's a bunch of Ukrainians here in Svendborg. It's too windy here. I'm gonna go another way. But yeah, I'm just getting to know everyone, both here in Sügeltuten and just all the Ukrainians as well. But yeah, me and Daria really hit it off. I was kind of like... I was starting to write off whether or not she was interested in me. It's like, okay, first off, the first date on the boat doesn't happen, and so on and so forth. I'm really tired. I haven't slept, guys. But I'm really rambling. Sorry about that. There's a food event over here behind Sügeltuten. But yeah, we really hit it off. She wants to take it slow, which means that she's really into me, because otherwise she would have just given it up, right? I mean, when girls just give it up, it's just about, oh yeah, I'm attracted to this dude, I want him to fuck me, but I don't really care, you know? I don't see myself in a relationship with this guy for one reason or the other. But when they take their time, it's like they want to impress you. They want to give you the I'm not like that, you know, you gotta work for it kind of impression. But yeah, the Ukrainian guys left, leaving me and Daria alone. We watched maybe 5 or 10 minutes more of the Miminos movie, and then we just started talking for like 4 hours plus before the guys came back. And then we finished the movie. Well, actually, the guys left again. Yeah, we just hung out with the guys for a bit, smoked some cigarettes and stuff, and then they left. They didn't want to watch the movie. And so we just finished it together. It was great. And then afterwards, we cleaned the place up because Shemit, a really nice guy who works there, he's working there today. He was like, dude, last day was a mess. You know, you guys and Yes hadn't cleaned up properly after yourself. And I was like, man, I'm really sorry. So today, I just did a great fucking job cleaning up. And I also completely did a deep clean of the toilet and just the bathroom in general. Like all the surfaces and the sink was nasty in a way I hadn't seen in a while. And yeah, I'm gonna move to Svendborg, guys. I'm done with Northern Zealand and the commune. I feel like I've kind of gotten out of that place what I can, and I've received all of the packages that I need to order. If I need to order new packages, I can just order them for Svendborg. I just love this place, and Sügeltuten, they allow me to store my stuff in there. They allow me to charge my wheel in there, and they even have a motherfucking washing machine for clothes. Like, what? This is like a perfect setup. And I'm great at helping out, not just with the cleaning, but also with the facing customers aspect. I'm really good at talking to the kids and the teenagers and, well, even anyone of any age, but particularly the kids and the teenagers. I engage in conversation with them and, talk about bikes with them and talk about the business, like Cykeltut and what it's all about. But I do the same with elderly people and, people of all ages. I'm always I always offer water, and if we have some kind of food or vegetable, like some kind of, food or fruits or something like that, I'll always offer people who stick their head in to ask, what is this place? I'll always say, hey, there's a bathroom here, you guys can feel free to use the bathroom, etc. Just really trying to be and like when I meet young people or like cashiers around town, I'm like, hey, you should come by Cykeltut, you'd really enjoy it. Like, it's not just a bicycle place, there's also like an element of community and social stuff, especially after hours, when the business is technically closed. This is a magical place, and I'm gonna have a magical summer. And Daya seems really interested to learn about camping, and I think showing my equipment, like I took everything out of my backpack while we were alone, and showed her all the water filter and this and that. Like, a lot of her concerns and her fears around the quality of life of camping evaporated completely, and she's already emboldened to potentially go camping today. Let's see. I also don't want to rush her because she wants to take things slow and she needs time for herself in between seeing me as well, which is perfectly fine. It's not like we have to get into anything. I'm just enjoying whatever this is, and if there's more on the way, that would be just wonderful. And if there isn't, it's been really nice, I'm just drinking ice cold Coke right now because I really gotta cool down. Holy shit. I was losing hope on the channel there for a bit, but I think it's gonna start turning a little more interesting now with some new scenery. I'm gonna have to start editing. I'm like a month and a half or more behind. But I got plenty of time traveling in public transport soon when I have to go pick the rest of my stuff up from the commune. Man, this is great. Great friends, great community, great hangout place, a place I can stay, like even overnight. But I prefer staying outside, or I'll just generally end up pulling all-nighters because we're just having so much fun, or like sleeping for 4 hours. But yeah, as soon as possible I'm gonna move to Svendborg. I think I have to go back to... is it today? Fuck. Yeah, I'm moving to Svendborg, guys. Falling in love is kind of nice, it's still kind of early stages. I'm still well, I'm actually not even skeptical anymore after we've talked for all this time. We ended up hanging, so she came over here at 8 o'clock. She was 20 minutes late. Another thing that had me going like, oh shit, it's over. But yeah, then we talked about it, figured out Jess had been deceiving us and all this shit, and she just explained something about her personality and how she is, and yeah, it just made me understand better, and everything is actually going incredibly well. I miss this feeling of, I just wanna hang out around her all the time. I haven't felt that level of infatuation since probably my my most recent ex. That shit started like over 8 years ago. I mean, I've had like momentary bouts of like infatuation, but not to the point of obsession, or I don't know if obsession is the right word, but at least like longing for just hanging out 24/7. Like I just don't really see a reason to be apart. Except for the fact that she needs some time for herself, but she's definitely softening up. Not sure if that needs to be in there, honestly. After I finished hanging out, I went on the beach, fell asleep, listened to, oh my god, I listened to some great music here. And I just fell asleep and sunbathing naked. My color's starting to become uniform. Very nice. Alright guys, I ended up going to Cykeltuten to put my things there, and then I met Daria and her friend, and we followed her friend to the bus. So guys, I'm sorry I'm not really recording much these days. I don't know, man. I'm just kind of enjoying myself too much. I'm forgetting about it. I guess you're just gonna have to get it in these little like these parts where I talk about what happened rather than showing like beautiful vistas and stuff. But yeah, afterwards I went with Daria and followed her home, and now I'm heading, I don't know, maybe to Mesquite. I met a guy on the beach. Oh yeah, I fell asleep on the beach, slept there for 3 hours naked sunbathing, so I've almost eradicated my tan lines. I almost have uniform tan now. But yeah, when I was leaving the beach, I met this dude who was going to Mesquite, or the Machine, the place where I was at that Bob Marley birthday event where we watched that movie on the projector. There's some kind of chill sesh over there. I'm not sure if it costs money. I don't really want to pay money to hang out at like a chill small little event, but like the bigger events I'll pay for them. They're great, like 30, 40, 50 people chilling, smoking. Yeah, maybe I'll go by Mesquite. Maybe I'll go to Tooten, see if anyone's there. Maybe I'll just, I don't know. I should get something to eat at some point. Fuck. I really like this girl. I gotta be patient. She's not ready for it. But I've been lucky. I've gotten to see her every day since the first day I met her. So I feel lucky. Oh, I just found a pack of cigarettes. Almost full too. Like what? And I just gave my other packs to Daria, so it's perfect. Tooten. Amazing place. I'm gonna go hang my clothes up to dry. I can't turn the lights on because I'm not technically allowed to be here. I have to be a member first, but I got the code, so I can actually enter to store my stuff. You know, half of the guys here, they don't mind. They know, they'll keep the secret, but the other half, they would lose their shit and someone would have to get fired. So yeah, I need to kind of be on the DL until I become a member here. First Wednesday of next month, I have to attend a meeting, and potentially I'll be considered to become a member. I did clean this place up today in a way it hasn't for a very long time. Like I went down on my hands and knees and scrubbed the floor, completely cleaning the toilet, and scrubbed the toilet and the sink that was just gunked up to the point you barely could see any white, you know. And I also cleaned out the fridge and like threw out a bunch of like condiments that Yes has added here that have expired and just take up place, and there was a weird smell in there as well. One second. I snuck into Cykeltuten, closed this door so there's no light, so no one thinks this place is open. I locked the front door, I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check. I can't sleep in here, but I can hang out in here until I'm tired enough to go find a place to sleep. So that's what I'm gonna do. This place is so nice. This is basically gonna turn into a bit of a home if everything goes well. With me just kind of living here at night without people really knowing too much about it.